So I've had a few people ask me what I do as a book coach. They see, me say that I help authors, I not help authors, but I help entrepreneurs, I help speakers and coaches write business attracting books. And yeah, that's not the only people I help. I have a lot of folks who have a real passion for a given message. They want to share their personal story. They want to share their journey with people, primarily to help save them time and grief. They really see their story as being useful for other people, so they don't, others don't have to go down the same rabbit holes they did. And there are a lot of different types of book coaches out there. I consider myself one of these content developing book coaches. And here's what that means. So some people come to me and they already have written material. Maybe they have a whole bunch of blog posts, or they've given webinars, or they even have speeches that they have given and they've written already. And they know that these are probably pieces of a book, but it's not the whole book. And they want to figure out how to use these pieces and to create more, to fill it out and to have it in a proper book form. Other people come to me and they've not written much of anything. They maybe, put some scribbles down on a page, but they're coming to me with a whole bunch of ideas and no way of figuring out how to get it down on the paper. And whether you have material already or you're coming from scratch, what my job is to get really clear with you on what your vision is, what you want the book to do, what journey you want to take your reader on, what the book's promise is, what solution you promise to provide, or what insight you promise to provide, or what you want people to see in a brand new way. And then I got to determine your skill set, because lots of people, are pretty good writers. Other people, they're not that sure of themselves and they haven't had a lot of practice. So knowing what the skill set is helps to determine what kind of book you probably want to write, how involved you want to be, also how much time you want to spend on that. So we get clear on that. We get clear on what you really want to do with this book. And then we began talking. We began figuring out the container for the book. What is the beginning? What is the pain point that launches you on the journey, or launches the reader on the journey? Where at the very end do you bring your reader? What is the promised land? What is the way of thinking? What is the experience you want for your reader? And then we're going to determine what the stories are that you need to tell to get us from the beginning pain point to the end. And so as the person starts writing stories, then I begin to look at these stories. I begin to, see how it reads and get rid of the stuff that is irrelevant to other people, any other person other than you and your grandmother. And I began to dig deeper. I begin to poke holes in it. Why is this important? You're telling a story and it's not really clear why you're telling the story. What is the point? What was going on beneath this? Really, what's the story about? Because a lot of times you don't even know what the story is about until you get going. And so it's kind of like having somebody interviewing you with an eye for book structure, and it's having a book doctor. So as you write, I'm cleaning up in aisle 9 and I'm, showing you where you want to dig deeper, and I'm kind of guiding you away from the places that aren't going to take your reader where you want them to go. And I can't tell you how much fun it is.